You know, for as much as I talk mess about anime games, there's surprisingly a lot of interesting stuff coming out pretty soon. So we might actually have some stuff to get hyped about, dare I say. So let's just get into it. All right, number one, Nen Impact. Now, just the fact that this is a Hunter x Hunter game got me tripping. Like, when was the last time Hunter x Hunter was even relevant? I honestly forgot the blonde dude's name with the red eyes, the original Sasuke. Kurapika. Listen, I googled his name. I'm not trying to mess these names up, y'all. I swear to y'all. It's just who I am. But anyway, besides that, we got 6 confirmed characters with Leorio, Gon, Killua, Hisoka, Kurapika, and the old Nen teacher. I mean, at least I hope they're confirmed. Why would they be in the trailer, right? And we don't really have any information on this game. I'm just glad that Hunter x Hunter got a game. Yes, it's a fighter. Hopefully not an arena fighter, but the 3D graphics kind of scare me. It might be a 2D fighter with 3D graphics. I mean, these guys made Clash of Ninja, which was all right, but they made Marvel vs. Capcom, so these guys are legendary in that regard. So hopefully they don't screw this up. All right, now we got the savior of arena fighters, y'all. This is it. This is the game. Sparkling Zero, bro. This game looks dope, and everybody's gonna be talking about this game. Even people who don't play anime games, people who don't play arena fighters are coming back to this game. This game has history, bro. This is the original arena fighter, y'all. It seems like there's gonna be an emphasis on destructive environments. They've got a huge roster, which honestly doesn't mean that much if you look at Storm Connections, but still. One concern I do have with this game is it is made by Spike Churn Software, and these guys made Jump Force, bro. I mean, these guys are kind of hit and miss with their games, and I know nobody wants to talk about this game potentially being bad, because we cannot let this game be bad, bro. If this game is bad, I'm off Arena Fighters for good. So please do not mess this up. It's an alley-oop. Everybody played the Budokai series as a kid. We just want to go back to that. Please, please, Spike, don't screw me on this. All right, for our third game, dare I say we have the Genshin Impact killer? Okay, I'm not going to call it that. Let's not jinx this game. It's called Project Mugen. And bro, this game's gameplay, off the gameplay alone, it looks crazy. Like, this looks like an almost revolutionary gacha game the same way Genshin Impact was. I mean, look at the gameplay. It's like Spider-Man mixed with Genshin Impact, mixed with like Devil May Cry. So yeah, it looks pretty crazy. If this game is actually fun and actually good, and there's not too much gacha BS, then this game has potential to just take over almost as badly as Genshin. Not as much, but still. This ain't COVID days. Anyway, a huge concern with this game is that it's made by a certain developer. I don't know much about the developer. I know they're a subsidiary, I don't even know how to say that word, of NetEase. And people do not like these guys. People absolutely hate these developers. I know this subsidiary is also responsible for stuff like Naraka Blade Point and Dead by Daylight. Those games seem to have healthy player bases. I know Dead by Daylight's a bit toxic, but I mean, I don't know. So please let me in the comment sections know why people were tripping about this developer. I don't have too much information on them. And yeah, just the fact that this is made by these developers and that it's a gacha game has got people thinking twice about it. And yeah, to be fair, a gacha game always has a lifespan, so this game's never going to be a forever game, but it looks pretty goddamn dope. For our fourth game, this is probably my most anticipated game, y'all. It's called Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. This game has been in development for 7 years. I've been following it on and off. It's been a rocky road, but we're here, boy. Yeah. So at first, Platinum Games was the ones developing the combat, but they jumped ship, so they had to revamp the whole game. At one point, it was looking like a poor Genshin Impact clone, but then they reverted it back and, worked on it, and now it just looks good on its own. There's a JRPG typical, story where you're sitting there through cutscenes, but the meat of the game is the team fights and the quests and stuff. Like, the thing about this game is there's going to be so many characters with in-depth skill trees and stuff. Like, they're going in on the character roster and making each character play differently. Oh man, this game looks like my perfect JRPG, bro. I can't wait for it to come out. Like I said, probably the most anticipated. And that monster looks like it's from Tower Fantasy. I don't know why, but yeah, that's enough of that. All right, so I had another game on the list. Maybe I should have took it off low-key, but I had Wandering Waves. The thing about Wandering Waves is I was super hyped about this game. Now I'm not that hyped about this game, but I'm still curious, if that makes sense. Like, just because everything else that is coming out, I'm on the fence about, and this is one of them. It's basically more depressing Genshin Impact with better combat. And you know, while I personally love combat, the thing about this, and I'll probably make a video on its own, is that I don't think combat is the most important thing for a gacha game. Like, these people are just here for the waifus and they're here to save up gems. Like, they're not here to play the game. They'll auto the game if they have to. So that's a whole can of worms in its own thing. But I just feel like just because this game has better combat than Genshin, it does not spell success. The character designs are not as interesting and the story's not as good. So this will be fun for like a week. But yeah, the hype for this kind of died down. I'm not going to lie to you. I still want to play it, but I'm not that excited for it, if that makes sense. All right, here's my last game that I low-key came up with last minute and found. Bro, this game is called The Outcast. It's got this Chinese name that I'm not trying to pronounce, so I'll just call it The Outcast. Dude, I don't know what there is to really say about this game. Combat looks phenomenal for a freaking phone game. Hopefully this is not all smoke and mirrors, because if it isn't, this game is golden. Like, bro, I don't even have to say much. Just look at it. So yeah, that combat looks dope and it just looks so cool. This game just looks so sick. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have the hugest expectations for this game because it is a phone game, but we'll see when it comes out. Somebody should turn this into an actual game rather than a phone game. This looks dope. But yeah, so those are my picks for anime game you should be excited for. Also in the comments, let me know any games you guys are excited for. I really need a game for the channel. I'm not lying to y'all. So any comments? This is the video I would love to see tons of comments on because I need discussions on anime games. I need a new game for the channel, y'all. It's rough out here. There's not much to play right now, but that's about it. Peace.